Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 2, Episode 214. It is Sunday morning, bright and early, and first thing I did this morning was go to the hospital to get my heart scan done, and that took very little time. It's very efficient, very easy, and I would definitely recommend it to anybody my age or older. So I'm supposed to be normally you get the answer back same day, but because it's Sunday, it might be delayed until tomorrow, which is fine with me. Since I was already in the area, and I think I told you the insurance doesn't cover this scan, but it's only $100, which is pretty amazing to me. Since it doesn't cover it, I paid the $100, and there was a nearby casino to the hospital, not far from the hospital. So I decided to swing by there on the way home and just hopped in there for about 20 or 30 minutes and made my rounds, my normal rounds. Found a few plays to make. They took out some reasonably popular games and put in this new game that I can see the attraction to people, but it's just a different skin for another game that people really didn't play, and they still have it there and no one plays it, but this is the exact same scenario, same bonuses, same everything, and people are all over it because it's a new game with a new skin. So anyway, played everything through and ended the session ahead 228, so paid for my scan and then a little bit more, and right now I'm heading home. Gonna spend Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon with the family, and then I may go somewhere tonight. We'll see how that all goes. Today is a beautiful day. Light clouds in the sky, 43 degrees. It's gonna be a real nice day. I spent a lot of my day yesterday picking up and burning leaves. I have a relatively large lot and lots of trees, and if you let them lay on the grass, it'll rain on them, then winter will come and all that grass will die. So I've got a tool that I put on the back of my mower, and you can just go over the area with the leaves and it'll pick it up, and then you dump it. And I've got a couple burn piles in the backyard, and I had all that going yesterday, so I'll probably do a little bit more of that today once all the dew has evaporated off the lawn, and we'll have a good Sunday with the family. We have a lot of things going on still. You know, I did a lot of repairs to the house this year, but we have a lot left to do. We have a couple walls that we put up that we need to paint those rooms where we put those walls up. We have some more upgrades we need to do. We put that front door in. I need to redo all the trim near that front door. So there's a lot of stuff going on, but these are the days that you can get this stuff done. So gonna work on all that. I hope you guys are having a good Sunday, and I will be back with you shortly. All right, guys, I am back. It is Sunday afternoon, and we are heading out for the evening. Yesterday we went and bought a bunch of things for the kids that they needed, a couple pairs of shoes, soccer ball, basketball, some shirts, jackets, sweatshirts, all these things that they needed. It's a lot of money. That's all I can say. And we got home, and the soccer ball, which was supposed to be $30, which I think is high, but I guess is not high anymore, scanned for $62. So we went to their website, we scanned this soccer ball, and it's $62. But if you look it up, the exact same soccer ball with a different UPC code on it is $32. So we decided to just go ahead and get that. We'll return the other one. And the problem was it wasn't available in our area. My wife is like, it's available at this place and Buzzard Puke, Iowa, and this place. I said, I'm going to go by that place. Go ahead and order it. I'm going to be by that city tonight, and I'll pick it up. So we are going to have to make a detour in a little while. We're heading off to our first place right now. Still about an hour away. And once we're done there, we're going to make a detour to Buzzard Puke, and then we're going to go on to the next casino, and then we're going to play some blackjack. So it's going to be an exciting day. It's a good day. We did a lot of work today. Picked up a lot of leaves and cleaned up the house, paid some bills. I updated my charts. Everything is looking good. So I'm on my way here to the first spot. 61 degrees, beautiful day. Almost no clouds in the sky. And I'll be back to update you after my next stop. All right, guys, I am back. This place was so packed. It is evening Sunday, but I really didn't expect it to be this busy. There was one machine, the one that I look forward to checking at this casino, was busy the whole time. One lady was sitting there betting between 80 cents and $2, and she had about $800 in the machine. There was no way she was getting up. I came back probably 10 times and checked, and she was still sitting there. No way she was getting up anytime soon. And then I did find another play on a machine that's kind of a tougher machine. The one that I said I had a friend who told me there was a play on it a few days ago. This was a different casino though, but same type of machine, and it ended up not being there. This guy was playing it at a ridiculous level. $7.50 for this machine. It's so ridiculous because it takes so many hundreds of spins to hit this thing that he was probably, and he was so far from hitting too, but I came back and checked on him every once in a while because I figured he puts enough money in there, it's going to become a value. But still, after all that time, more than half an hour of coming back to check on him, the machine was still so far away from hitting, and he was just continually pumping $100 bills into it, and there was no way that thing was hitting anytime soon. Kind of sad. I know in some states now they're starting to ban certain machines because they actually take advantage of people like that. Anyway, sat down, played my first machine, and just got creamed at a minimum bet level. I don't even remember what the bet level is at this point, or even what machine it was at this point, but I lost like $99 and change on it, and I was a little bit grumpy, I have to say, because there was nowhere else to go to try to get money back. Then I found a small play, got me about $30 back, and then another play that ended up paying out pretty well, and I actually ended up leaving ahead after all that, $43. So plus $43 there. I contacted my wife. I told her I could go pick up that soccer ball now from Buzzard Puke, and she said, no, you can't, you have to wait. Just let me know when you're in the parking lot, because if you're not in the parking lot, they won't bring it out to you. So I said, fine. So I'm on my way over there to that parking lot, and we'll see what happens here if I don't get pulled over by this police officer that just pulled out behind me, and I'm doing about 4 or 5 miles an hour over the speed limit. Anyway, letting you go for now, and I'll be back. Alright guys, I got the soccer ball from the store, and I am moving on to the next place. I've actually been on my way for a little while here. I am closing in on it. So, yeah, right now, traffic looks pretty bad for a small town. Very, very small town. So, we're going to see what it looks like in there. I don't have very high hopes. I'm starting to think if I go to this area on Sundays, that it's better for me just to skip a lot of the smaller casinos and go straight to blackjack, to a couple different places and play blackjack, and not so much the slots. But let's see how it goes, and then once I have 4 or 5 samples of how things are, how busy they are, how much potential there is, things like that, then I'll make my decision. So for now, I am heading on to the next place, and I'll be back to update you here shortly. Alright guys, I am back. As a dealer I know at a place I like to frequent says, son of a biscuit. Man, that was so bad. I really found a few plays, but they didn't play very well, and then they didn't pay very well. But then I found another one at $6 that is a high variance machine. I played it through. I was down as much as $1,150. I was actually involved. Actually, probably down more than that. It's probably down about $1,200 at one point, and I was finally able to hit my goal, and still ended up leaving that machine down about $600 something. Then I looked around at a few other things, and I kept reminding myself, wait for good plays, wait for good plays. Don't get sucked into stupid plays to try to chase. And if I didn't, so I walked around this place for a long time. I was probably, I don't know how long, maybe 40 minutes that I was in this place. And I definitely got a lot of points today, that's for sure, because I was fast spinning it at $6 a spin for about 30 minutes. I did find another machine that a guy was playing that was ready to go, and he was out of money, and he was sitting there with 60 cents in the machine, and that's not enough for a spin. And then he found a way to convert some of his points into some free play and put $5 in there. And then his wife came around and gave him two $20 bills. And he finally gets up. I'm sitting behind him, and he looks at the lady next to him and says, "This machine's about to hit." And I said, "But I've been waiting for it for 10 minutes. And I sat down there instead. And I played it through. I won a little bit on that. Actually paid okay for what it was. And I ended up leaving the casino minus 461. So not a very good stop there. And I was already saying, should I cut these casinos out on Sunday nights? And here we are. I took a decent play, and it just paid terribly. And I would have to actually sit down and calculate the return to player on there. I actually have to see how many points I got today. I may swing by here on the way home, and it'll be after midnight, so it won't matter. It doesn't matter. I was going to guess the return to player on there. I would say return to player on that one was probably, before hitting what I was ultimately chasing, I would say 25% or so. Not much more than that. It was pretty awful, and for a long period of time. When you spin that the reels 20 times at $6, that's $120. You can do that in about 15-25 seconds, somewhere in there. So anyway, it was a little bit painful. At this point, I'm going to a place that's going to be very crowded. It's going to have blackjack. It's going to have everything that I want. Slots are not going to be good there, but the blackjack also may have high limits, so I doubt that I'll even be able to get a $50 table. The good news is, if you play a $100 table, you do well. That's a nice big win, so hopefully that's what happens today. We're going to move on to the next spot. We're going to forget about this one. We're putting it behind us, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back. So a couple things there. When I went in there, I decided that I was going to try something new. I have no idea if it worked or not, but I recorded part of a session just to kind of give you an idea of what goes on and what I say and how I act and how much talking I do while keeping the count and the kinds of things that I say and things like that. So I don't know if it's going to work or not. If it worked, I will publish it, at least part of it. Anyway, I sat down at a $50 table, spreading from 50 to 300, and initially I had some real bad luck. Bought in for 500, bought in for another 500, bought in for a third 500, and it was slowly just, it wasn't like even close. It was just bad hands. It wasn't like I was getting a 16 and busting. I was getting 17 against 19 or 20, and it was just, there was no way out. And I did have a big double down, 300 or something like that, and just got killed on that one. That one hurt a little bit, because I was at the point where I was going to get up if I won that hand. But I ended up playing for about 40 minutes or so initially, and the end of that session I had 525, and I left in the middle of a shoe when a bunch of people came to the table. So plus 525 there. Then I went and played some slots. Initially, I did really well. I had some tiny plays, like 50-60 cent plays, and I was ahead like $70, and ended up giving all that back, and ended up leaving down slightly. So I was down $35 on the slots, and then came back around again, and I had a voucher for just a few dollars, and I went back to the high limit blackjack, and I showed it to the dealer. I said, look, I was ahead, and I gave all my money back, and I'm just trying to get my money back now, and all this stuff, and ended up playing another session, and doing okay at that session as well, and left ahead 600 that session. Now, problem, and I'm not sure if this is a problem or not, because I have to think this through and remember where I know this person, but I'm hoping that I know this pit boss from this casino, and next time I see her, I'm going to find out from a dealer. But I kind of feel like she came from the casino that I got banned from initially, and she seemed to recognize me. So I don't know what's going to happen there. I don't know if that's who she is. I hope not, because this is one of my big money making places where they don't put me in the system. They all recognize me and like me. The pit bosses like me. The shift manager likes me. Everybody, and nobody suspects me of anything. And I nickel and dime them all the time for $500 and $700 and $800 all the time. And they don't put me in the system. I never have a problem because I always talk a game that I'm losing. And if I do publish that audio, if it's even loud enough to hear, you'll hear the way I talk. And, I'm always down. I'm trying to get it back. And, I talk about changing the cards, like changing up the cards by taking a hit when the deviation told me to take a hit and things like that. So we'll see how that goes. But summary, blackjack plus 525 and plus 600. Slot machines minus $35 there. And I'm moving on to another spot right now. I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm going to try something I've never done before. I'm going to try to publish part of this. Now, this was a really long audio, and I cut it down. It's almost exactly 11 minutes now. So if you don't like it and you want to skip 11 minutes, that's fine. But I thought it'd be interesting for people to hear the kind of back and forth with the dealer and how I act and all that. And I'm keeping count and joking with them, talking with them, and all that. So here it is. And if it doesn't sound good to you, if it's too loud or whatever, just skip forward 11 minutes. Come on, Ted. Thought it was going good. Try this again. Every time I try, you get a 20. The hard way. Oh, okay. So now we know. So now I do a minimum, right? And the next one's all in. Okay. 14. That's 7 anyway. Oh, you were right. Now you go all in, right?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Because you
I get a 15, I lose.
I'll give you a 5 or 6.
Keep staying this money. Is that bad? I think you're supposed to double it. Just give me the red. Just do good. Yeah. I think you're supposed to. Don't you have a card with you? Just give me a 3. We won't have to worry about it. Oh no. Yeah.
small miracles, right? Gotcha. Good job. Let's keep it up. Alright, little one. I know they're in there somewhere. They usually give them to me. You win, yeah. Hey, push. Push is good. If I stayed, yeah. But you're not supposed to stay. Yeah, I just do what the book says. You can pull it back if you want, anytime. Yeah, crazy book, owned by the casino. They write their own book. Oh, come on. Yeah, true. The one time I don't do it, I would probably win. Yeah, I would win. Stupid book. Next shoe, I'm not going by the book.
Yeah,
I lost, but not that much at least. I got some of it back. Yeah. That was already. 500. I lost 5. 500. What do you mean 400? It was 5. Then you gave me too much. You gave me 5, and I thought I gave you 5, and the camera didn't come down and arrest us. Alright, let's just worry about how much we can get out, right? Oh, I gotta put a bet out, don't I? Oh, go ahead. That was 7 or 6. Still 6 or 7. You did it the hard way. Now I'm scared. You wasted 2 blackjacks. Yeah, you did pay me at least.
That's the thing.
Bless you. Let's try one more time. If it doesn't work, I just hand it to you.
If it works, then this is the first time.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you probably have 20.
Yeah.
Oh no, what time did it say? Stay on a 13 against the 10. Oh. Yeah.
They don't like me.
They don't? You pay too much?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, man. That is
Sometimes
That's a weird way to use 17. Ace 222? Wow. Oh no, perfect pair. I wish I had it. Maybe. Alright. Don't tell him you play? Okay. Just trying to help you. We need to break this negativity down. Uh-oh. Tell me what you have underneath the floor. Maybe? No, that's pretty far from a 6. What? Wow. I don't know if I've ever seen one like that. Ace, 7? Oh, come on. stupid ones, right? You push on the 20s and went on the 16s. I hope you don't have a 16 because then you even more. I hope so. Try one more time. You haven't gotten one yet, right?
Not yet.
I even tried to give you one. Like this. Oh, we got one. That's what it feels like. Now they come down and they say, sorry, there was a red light, right? No, I didn't double it. I think that's pretty good, right? Is it the wrong height? Don't tell me I screwed up.
No, I saw
They are the wrong height. Oh my god. I thought I had it. Alright. Got a ways to go. Alright, let's keep going. Probably because I doubled or split and I didn't fix it, you know. Yeah.
That's more than 500.
Come on.
Yeah.
You did it like you. I learned it from you. I thought you were just kidding that it wasn't right. Okay.
Try to help you out.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Because then I pushed it in, I'd be embarrassed. You make me scared. That's pretty good. Alright. Why did I drop my bet? What's wrong with me? You should have told me it was a winner. You were beating me up too much. Oh, no. Come on, man. You beat me just enough, right? Okay, look. I'm going to put this here and this is when we split. So you can get whatever. Whoa. Oh, almost, right?
Maybe I did the wrong one.
Yeah, you flipped the wrong
Maybe I
one.
did the wrong one.
Alright, it worked out. I got this, so.
Alright, now you are there.
Yeah, I'm okay now. I think it's good to take a walk, I think. Yeah, I don't. That's why I thought it's probably better if I take a walk with a small profit so they don't, like, pull out the red carpet and not want me back, you know. I don't want to come in here next time and the machines are all turned off. It looks like COVID. Every other one's turned off because they can't afford the electric bill. So one day I came in here and dropped 17,000. That didn't feel too good. 15? You know, actually, I had 1,500 2 minutes ago, but then he said, that's not 1,500, and all my stacks were the wrong size. He embarrassed me in front of all my friends over here. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Take care. I'll see you around. All right, guys, I am back. So if you're still with me here, you saw at the end there, what happened was I had gotten to a point where I was ahead, everything was going good, so people came to the table. So I was getting ready to leave. The pit boss came over because people were getting ready to buy in, and I put a $5 chip. I had an extra $5 chip. I put it on a side bet, which is an okay side bet. It's not a great one, instead of tipping the dealer with it. And what I said was, if we win, I'll split this with you. So even if we win the side bet, I'm getting half of it back and I'm making money. If we lose, I was gonna, tip the dealer with it anyway. So either way, at least I have a chance to get some money back. So and you saw how I talked to the dealer and stuff like that, and the pit boss and all that.
you know, I play this role of this guy doesn't know anything, doesn't know any better. He doesn't. I can't believe you doubled that. I can't believe you did whatever because I did something stupid because variance. I'm not variance. The count, the deviations told me to, and I make it out to be like a mistake. And oh, it worked out, and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I went to the next casino, and there was 0 plays. So I didn't even put any money in the machines, nothing at all. And right now it's about 10 o'clock. And I'm going to head over to another casino right now, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back. So I moved on to the next spot. Went in there, walked around for about 15 minutes. Didn't really find too much going on. I was able to make a couple small plays, but that was about it. And I ended up making a small profit, $64. So plus $64 there. And then I moved on and went through a drive-through, got something to eat, and then went to a gas station nearby. And while I was pumping gas, I ate my food and moved on to the next casino. So right now I'm just pulled into the next casino, and I'm about to go in and hopefully have some decent variance and then figure out what to do from here. So for now, I'm letting you go, and I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back. Went into that casino, was in and out of there in about half an hour, and only found a couple things to play, but they were decent, and played those through. Walked around, looked, and there was just nothing left. Too many people checking the machines, not enough people playing, and it's after midnight. I actually got over 15,000 steps in yesterday, which is pretty decent. But I ended the session plus $153. Now, here's something that happened that hasn't happened to me for a long time. This particular brand, for some reason, 1 out of every 20 or 30 security people will do this. Since they have free fountain drinks in there, you could drink it all you want in there, but I don't know why, but I think they've said in the past they don't want you to take alcohol with you, but it's obvious that it's in a different cup. They want you to empty out your drink before you leave or throw it in the trash. So I had just filled up my cup and I was leaving. I was going to take it with me, and I tasted it and it didn't taste right. So I didn't want to be rude. I was going to take it outside, dump it outside, throw the cup away. But the guy was kind of rude to me, kind of yelled at me to turn around and dump out the drink. So I dumped out the entire drink in the trash and threw the cup in there. So whatever. I was just trying to be nice, but that's fine with me. What I should have done is gone back in and then left out the other door with a good drink, and no one ever says anything. It's been a couple of years probably since someone's really said something to me, but I guess there's those few people that do that. So whatever. Let's see where we're at here. Right now, just thinking about what to do next. I've got one more possibility. I'm going to weigh that out here, and then I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I don't think I'm going to do anything else tonight. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and we'll start a new episode tomorrow. We did alright today, made $1,100 or $1,200, and just need to have a good week here, continue the trend that we've been having here. Things are getting better after a short lull there for a while, and hopefully we have some above average weeks coming up, so we can make the goal for the year. So for now, letting you go. If you have any questions or comments, it's MWUSA21@gmail.com, MWUSA21@gmail.com. See you next time.